Hello, everyone. My name is Sue Sirek, and I am the ELA English Language Arts teacher here at St. Joe's. I have 4 children who all attended St. Joe's and are now grown. My oldest daughter just graduated from Concordia University this spring and is teaching kindergarten this year. My next daughter is a junior at St. Kate's. My son is a sophomore at the University of Minnesota, and my youngest daughter is a junior at Rosemount High School. Time really flies, and we all really miss the days when we were all here at St. Joe's. So tonight is Parent Information Night, and I thought I would show you some of the main things that you may want to know about ELA class. So ELA is, we meet every day. 4 of the days, it's for 80 minutes. 4 days during our 6-day cycle, it's for 80 minutes. And 2 days, it's for 40 minutes. In ELA, we cover spelling, grammar, reading, writing, and speaking and listening. So it covers really quite a few areas. We have a lot to get done in ELA. So some of the main things I thought you might want to know is where your students can find their homework, where they can check up on their grades or if they have missing work, and what type of homework to expect. So I'll cover those areas today. So first of all, what I have up on the screen is Google Classroom. So all of your children have a Google Classroom page like this. This is mine, so this shows all of the classes that I have, but theirs is very similar. It will just have all of their classes on this page. The ELA pages contain a lot of information. So I'm going to use ELA 7 to show you where your student can find a lot of information, but the 6th and 8th grade Google Classroom pages are exactly like the 7th grade page. So I'm going to go to ELA 7, and your child will just click on their class, and I'm going to go underneath classwork because that's where they can find the most information in the most organized way for ELA. So first of all, let me just start out with homework. First of all, your child has a planner, and that should be the first place that they look for their homework. They should have all of their homework written down in their planner each day. If they're not writing it down, please encourage them to do so. We just want to help develop that habit of writing down their work that they need to get done. The next place that they can check for their homework is the homework calendar. So on the ELA pages, all of the ELA pages, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, I have a link to their grades specific homework calendar. So I'll show you the 7th grade one. They could just go, your child could either, when they get on their Google account, they can click on these dots, and they could click calendar, and their homework calendar would show up, or they can go to their ELA Google Classroom page, and I have a link to their grades homework calendar. Then I'll show you the homework calendar. They would just click on it. It would open up, and as you can see, every teacher is putting their homework on the homework calendar. You can see it listed by subject, and I'll click on ELA, and when you click on the subject, it will give you a description of the homework. All right, and that's ELA, but all of the other teachers, if you click on all the different, let me click off here, if you click on all the different subjects, you would see a description of the homework. So the homework calendar is the most reliable place for your child to find their homework. And I actually sent you a link to the homework calendar in an email last week. So if you did not receive that, let me know. But that is a way for you to access the homework calendar is using that link, or you can ask your child to get on their Google account. Okay. The next thing that I also have linked on the ELA Google Classroom page is where to check on grades and if there are missing assignments, and that is through TADS Educate. So I do, again, have a link to TADS Educate on their ELA Google Classroom pages. If you click on TADS, it will bring up the login page, which you are seeing right here. And you would put in your username and password, and then you can go to the different subject areas and check on grades and any missing assignments. I really, really, really encourage your child to be doing this as well, so that they are taking accountability for their work and they're getting into that habit as they're getting older. You would need to give them your username and password for that so that they can be checking it. I do not have that information, but I really encourage them to be looking at that as well as this homework calendar. It should be their job to be checking the homework calendar and to get in a habit of doing that. All right. The other thing that we want to talk about is what type of homework. So in ELA, we have spelling, grammar, and reading and writing, and speaking and listening, all kind of combined. So for spelling, the students will get a spelling unit every week. We'll be doing one spelling unit every week, and I do post their spelling lists here each week on Google Classroom. Also, the lesson is assigned on a first day of the week, and it is due the last day of the week anytime we have a 4-day week or more. 3-day weeks or less, we will not do spelling. Then we have grammar, and usually we'll do grammar in the middle of the week, and they can expect to have a grammar assignment each night. So if it was a full 5-day week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they can expect to have a grammar assignment. Finally, reading, which also is going to combine our writing, our speaking, and our listening. We will have reading every day of the week, and your child should have a reading assignment every day, whether it is something that has been assigned in class or reading one of their own books. Okay. One of the things that you might want to know about is Accelerated Reader. I do have a link to Accelerated Reader on the Google Classroom page. Accelerated Reader is where students read books, and then when they're finished reading the book, they take a test on the book on Accelerated Reader. Each student has an individual goal of how many points that they need per trimester, and they can earn those points by taking tests on Accelerated Reader. So their link to that is right on this page. Also on this page is AR Book Find, and AR Book Find helps students who are struggling to find a book that they like to read. They can search for Accelerated Reader books on here by doing an advanced search and putting their interests in and searching for books that fit their interests. Okay, finally, also linked on here is our book review form. Students in grades 6, 7, and 8 have a book review due each trimester. They read a book, they fill out this form. This is a guide to writing a paper. So they fill out this planning guide, and then they write a 1-page paper, and they turn both of those things in for their book review. They have one due each trimester toward the end of the trimester, but they can turn those in anytime. They can get that form, as you saw here, on Google Classroom page, or I have hard copies in the classroom as well. They can also do more than one for extra credit if they choose to. I do have a link as well to the syllabus. So if you're wanting to know more information about the class, you can find that on your child's Google Classroom page. I also sent a hard copy of this 7th grade syllabus home, and you were supposed to sign it and your child return it. And if you did not get that, go have them bring it up on their classroom page and print it off, and then you can read it and sign it and return it when you're finished. All right, there are some other things on the Google Classroom page, like if I were to give them an assignment that they needed to do on Google, that would be underneath this classwork homework topic here. And I would always tell them in class or indicate it on the homework calendar, and probably both ways if they were to have any homework to do on Google Classroom, and that would be listed there. There also is a request to retest. If they score 65% or lower, they can retake a test. There's a Google Classroom guide in case they forget how to turn in an assignment or how to attach work. That's there to help them with that. And then finally, I have this Voyages in English link, which would be when they have grammar tests. They could use this. It's a game for them to use to study for their test or to review their words, or their grammar concepts. If you have any questions ever, please feel free to reach out through email, and I will get back to you right away. I'm really looking forward to this year, and look forward to working with your children and working with you to have a great and successful year for your child. Thank you. Have a great night.